4 weeks postpartum, you have no idea what this body can do.
It's now official, Nelly and Ashanti just welcomed their first child together, and trust me, the news is beyond epic. The new baby boy, who they've named Kareem Kenkaide Haynes, has just made his debut into the world, and while everyone is buzzing with excitement, there's so much more going on behind the scenes. Get comfy because we've got all the tea you need on this. So let's kick things off with the big news. Nelly and Ashanti are officially parents. Can you even believe it? After 2 years of dating again and basically making us all root for their love story like it's a rom-com, they've now taken things to the next level by starting a family. Baby Kareem is already stealing hearts, and we haven't even seen a full photo of him yet. But wait, before we get too deep into baby fever, let's talk about the serious drama that's been swirling around this couple. Because of course, nothing in celeb land is ever drama-free, right? Here's the scoop. Just days before Ashanti gave birth, Nelly was hit with a pretty heavy situation. He got arrested. Yep, you heard that right. Right when everything should have been smooth sailing and all about the new baby, Nelly was caught up in some serious legal trouble. The details of the arrest were kept under wraps for a bit, but you know how it is. Rumors started flying, the internet detectives went into overdrive, and soon everyone was talking about what this arrest meant for Nelly, for Ashanti, and for their future together. Can you imagine the stress? It's one thing to deal with all that as a public figure, but to be handling it just days before welcoming a new baby? That's next level tough. Now you think all this chaos would totally break them, right? But nope, not these two. If anything, they're proving that their bond is stronger than ever. Instead of letting the stress of the arrest and the impending parenthood overwhelm them, Nelly and Ashanti have been keeping it cool, at least in public. The couple has been tight-lipped about the details of Nelly's legal issues, but from what we can see, they're sticking together through thick and thin. It's like they've got this unspoken pact to rise above all the drama and focus on what really matters, their new family. And speaking of family, let's talk baby names. They've named their son Kareem Kenkaide Haynes, and honestly, how perfect is that? It's got this classic vibe with a fresh twist, totally fitting for a baby who's going to be growing up in the spotlight. Fans have been all over social media, sharing their thoughts on the name and waiting for the first real pics of baby Kareem. So far, we've only seen a couple of sneak peeks, but the anticipation is real. Hollywood is buzzing with excitement too, and celebs are flooding Nelly and Ashanti's timelines with congratulations and love. Seriously, everyone from their fellow musicians to movie stars has been reaching out to celebrate this new chapter in their lives. But hold up, we've got to dive into the next layer of drama because, oh boy, it's juicy. Remember Chantel Jackson, Nelly's ex? Yeah, she's been making some not-so-subtle moves on social media, and people are definitely noticing. Chantel's been throwing some major shade on her Instagram, posting cryptic captions and not-so-cryptic memes that have everyone talking. It's like she's trying to remind everyone, especially Nelly, that she's still in the picture, even if only in spirit. And let's be real, fans are eating this up. Some people are convinced that Chantel still has feelings for Nelly, while others think she's just trying to stir the pot and keep her name in the headlines. Whatever the case, her backhanded jabs have added a whole new layer of drama to this already crazy story. But you know what? Nelly and Ashanti aren't letting any of that nonsense get to them. In fact, Nelly just made a major move to show where his priorities lie. He's canceled his upcoming tour to focus on his family. Yep, the rapper who's been all about the grind is putting his career on pause to be there for Ashanti and baby Kareem. And honestly, can we just give him some props for that? It's not easy to step away from the spotlight, especially when you're at the top of your game, but Nelly's making it clear that family comes first. Fans are loving this side of him, and the decision has only made people root for him even more. But of course, there are always haters, and they've been out here trying to throw shade on what should be a happy time for the couple. And speaking of haters, Ashanti's not about to let them have the last word. She's been dealing with her fair share of online trolls, especially after Nelly's arrest news broke, and she's finally clapping back. Instead of letting the negativity get her down, Ashanti's been hitting back at those who are trying to rain on her parade. She's all about the positivity right now, and she's making it clear that nothing, not even her husband's legal issues, is going to take away from the joy she's feeling as a new mom. In fact, Ashanti's been more active on social media than ever, sharing positive vibes and throwing a little shade right back at the haters. And let's be real, her fans are here for it. They're rallying behind her, sending her all the love and support she needs to keep shining. Now let's not forget about the rest of Hollywood because they've been chiming in too. The couple's famous friends have been quick to show their support, flooding their comment sections with congratulations and heart emojis. From fellow artists to big-name actors, it seems like everyone is thrilled for Ashanti and Nelly, despite all the drama that's been swirling around them. It's kind of amazing to see how much love they're getting from their peers, especially in an industry that's known for its fair share of rivalries and competition. It just goes to show that even in the crazy world of showbiz, family is something everyone can rally around. As for what's next for this power couple, well, it looks like they're going to be spending a lot of time focusing on their new roles as parents. Nelly's decision to cancel his tour says it all. He's all in when it comes to being there for Ashanti and baby Kareem. And while they've both got massive careers that could easily pull them in a million different directions, it seems like they're committed to making their family their top priority right now. That doesn't mean they're stepping away from the spotlight forever though. Nelly and Ashanti are still big names in the music world, and you can bet that when they're ready, they'll be back and better than ever. But for now, they're taking a well-deserved break to soak in all the baby bliss. And can we talk about how Ashanti's totally glowing as a new mom? Even with all the stress of Nelly's arrest and the online drama, she's been radiating happiness every time we've seen her. Whether she's sharing a sweet moment on Instagram or stepping out with that new mom glow, Ashanti looks like she's totally in her element. It's clear that she's embracing motherhood with everything she's got, and it's honestly inspiring to see. Fans have been flooding her with messages of support, and you can tell that she's really feeling the love. Ashanti's always been known for being down to earth and real with her fans, and this new chapter in her life is no different. And let's not forget about Nelly. Despite all the chaos, he's stepping up in a big way. The decision to cancel his tour was a huge one, but it's clear that he's doing whatever it takes to support Ashanti and be there for his son. Nelly's always been a family guy, and this move just proves how serious he is about being the best dad he can be. Fans have been showing him a ton of respect for making such a big sacrifice, and it's pretty clear that his priorities are in the right place. It's not every day you see a celebrity put their career on hold for family, and it's definitely making people see Nelly in a whole new light. But of course, with all the love comes a fair share of gossip, and people are still talking about what's next for this couple. With Nelly's legal issues still unresolved, there's a lot of speculation about how it's all going to play out. Some fans are worried that the stress of the situation could put a strain on their relationship, especially now that they're parents. Others are convinced that this experience will only make them stronger, and that they'll come out of it more united than ever. Whatever happens, one thing's for sure: Ashanti and Nelly's story is far from over. And then there's the whole Chantel Jackson situation. Her not-so-subtle Instagram posts have definitely added some extra drama to the mix, and fans are dying to know what's really going on there. Is she just trying to stay relevant, or are there still some unresolved feelings between her and Nelly? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure: people are keeping a close eye on her social media for any more cryptic clues. And honestly, who can blame them? The whole situation is like something straight out of a reality show. So, where does this leave Ashanti and Nelly now?
He said I said it. But everything I said is a lie. And so, y'all, Gumbo, biggest wedding in the world. Biggest wedding, the Isley brothers, they're just the biggest. Too many flowers, too much food. You know, at the end of the night, you know what they do to you when you old now? They come and bring you coffee to make you stay up when you drive home. So I had a little coffee. Then they had the little Italian pastries, you know, in there. You know, and from us, we came all the way from Buffalo and drove down for the Gumbo's wedding. Biggest wedding, legendary. You know, the thing about Fat Joe is I'm going to give it up and I'm going to say what it is. And so I'm going to say what it is when I come up in there, and it's beautiful, man. You know, a lot of people don't know how to be humble and say, yo, this is amazing. This is beautiful. This is this. I mean, I think that's totally the opposite to how a person should be. I think a person should be humble. If you're impressed, if you love it, if it's dope, you tell your people that, you know, because you got a lot of people who out here trying to front, trying to be something. They're uncomfortable. You know, I gave that legendary interview with Math Hoffa where I was talking about being number two. I don't got a problem being number two. I don't got a problem if Big Pun is the greatest rapper I hold an umbrella for. Rest in peace, Pun. I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, Gumbo, you threw a hell of a wedding. Shout out to you and your wife, Alexis, my sister. She looked amazing. The kids looked amazing. Your daughter, everything was just flawless. But I started out by playing it. But hold up, Lil Ronan came on here, so I started talking about the Young Thug trial. y'all better watch this trial. And let me tell you something. I don't really advise people to take RICO trials to court. Mayor says, you taught me to be so humble. Bullshit. We thought you threw shots at Jadakiss with the sneakers. He threw up a couple of sneakers. You come back right behind him, knock yourself out. You ain't got to be the champion of sneakers all the time, Mayor. You ain't got to, humble what? What the fuck you talking about, humble? Not with that Maybach truck. Too much shit going on in my head, but Young Thug trial. It's a RICO trial. I think, my friends, he's gonna beat it, or at worst, some type of mistrial. There's too much shit going on, and I'm gonna say it, and I don't want to smoke, but at least I don't live in Atlanta. But I think the judge corrupt. All this shit is corrupt, right? What they doing to him. Now, I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he's a criminal. I don't know what. I don't have the answers, bro. I'm not from Atlanta, but from what I'm watching, they trying to fix him and do a number on him. And the judge like me, I know the city of Atlanta don't want to get embarrassed and let these kids win. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't really got them, you ain't got them. You got your star witness saying, I lied to the cops. I lied to the cops. I just wanted to get out of there. And they was trying to lock me up, and I lied to the cops. Woody is a masterful witness. Masterful. And the prosecution, they want to bring him there. They brought him there. They forced him. They this. He tried to plead the fifth. He gave him every chance to say, yo, this guy. But this guy is something else. And I don't know if you heard this. Let me play a little part of it again. This that shit, y'all. This that LL Cool J Saturday Night Special. You been asking for real hip hop. You tired of all that other shit. LL Cool J the GOAT. Rick Ross. Fat Joe. Saturday Night Special. Cutie. Yo, B-Dot, Cutie. This is a production. This is like... You love hip-hop music, you love this. Well, the verses to the verses. Always staying back. Always staying back. Always staying back. Woo! Come on. Melba Moore, living legend. That's right. I brought the verses to the verses. The verses. Ah! Now, be not. Come on. Okay, let's go. Always like in the land of the state. I'm with the first everybody, people on earth, in the church, the Sunday service. Oh my God. Always on the Mac. Always move the pack. Always keep it real. Listen, let me tell you something. I said about kicks I could teach you. Just blew a mini mansion in Atlanta on some sneakers. I brought the purses to the verses. Yo, let me tell you something. That was on the spot too. Q-Tip was playing me the album. I went to hear the album. He turned the mic around, which Q-Tip is a genius. Turned the mic around and said, start spitting, Joe. Yo, give me a verse. I'm like, what? He was like, yo, come on. And I had to do it on the spot. So I had to do that like a line for line, not a freestyle, but line for line. And I said I brought the purses to the verses. You know, that night at the verses with Ja Rule, rest in peace, Raul. You know, I gave my sister some Birkins, you know what I'm saying, on stage. Ja Rule thought I was trying to bribe the crowd. It wasn't nothing to do with that. It was just, you know, these women, you know, shout out to my sister. And that wasn't all I brought. I brought Nelly. And now they having a kid together. And so, you know, when it comes to Rem, when it comes to Ashanti, you know, they've been holding me down for so many years that I thought I would do something nice for them in front of everybody and bless them. And so I brought the purses I brought the yay to the trap. This Sunday service, y'all gotta stop. But it's okay. It's okay because you're a philosopher. Yep, yes, you're a philosopher. Yep, yes. And you know, it's all right when it's hip hop and you critique and you sitting in front of your building or you with your boys and homegirls and y'all talking about who had the best verse or who's the best, Biggie, Jay-Z, or not. So whatever the case may be, you know, that is all systems go hip hop. That's what hip hop's about. That's what I grew up in. Arguing with everybody who's the nicest, who's the best, who won this battle, who this and that. But, to be a philosopher? Yep, yes. Like, so I see all these blogs are throwing up the Saturday night special. And thank God some guys who've been in the game so long, OGs could garnish this attention and this whatever it is in this social media world, but everybody's a philosopher. Oh, I think Q-Tip should have took the snare out at 1 minute and 35 seconds. Oh, I think if we would have added this. Oh, if you would have left the 808, yo man, why don't you shut the fuck up? like who told you you're a specialist at this, man? Like, you know, why don't you enjoy a moment where you gotta go? LL Cool J, who got Rick Ross, who, by the way, Rick Ross, man, this guy, he bought a mansion in Atlanta, I think for $5 million. Everybody thought he was crazy, and he wound up throwing car shows in his house, paying the whole shit back in full, owning the house for free. The man is just an entrepreneur genius. There's just no way around that. And so you got Rick Ross talking this shit, you got Joe Crack, but everybody's a philosopher, Los, like dissecting the drums or what he said this and LL said that. Yo, my man, you want the real or not? Like, I mean, like, yo, are you a philosopher? Yes. Yo, I mean, yo, B-Dot, this shit crazy. When I look at the comments, I be like, yo, these guys, like, they really think they know more than somebody. I mean, it's crazy. For me, LL being my number one, you know, my idol, him and KRS, but being my idol, to work with him again, because, you know, I shot your remix was incredible, but to work with him again, it's just an honor. You know what I mean? To work with the biggest in the game. Pretty Loose, stay strong. I know you fighting that cancer. I know you're in a big battle, but I've been praying for you, legendary. We all been praying for you, so stay strong. But yeah, I mean, all right, so B-Dot, right? So when it comes to, like, even when it comes down to And I don't give a fuck if you like my shit or you don't. Like, I really just don't. I just don't know if y'all people understand that. You know, I'm caked up. Like, so I don't know what anybody thinks they could do to harm me. As long as I'm selling this, as long as I'm rewinding the time at Sally's Beauty, making you look electrified, I'm good. Or I'm selling some sneakers, all that other shit. Whatever you say means nothing to me. Like, I don't know if y'all understand that. But when you get like a journalist, you know, there's a reason why. It's something if you say you B-Dot, you're Elliot Wilson, you somebody who just, Shaheem Reed, who's been a journalist. Their sole job has been to report hip-hop music since day one. You're a journalist. I respect what you say because you've been a journalist breaking down the culture. And so, when you know, I respect you, but I don't respect, you know, there's a reason why when you look at TNT and you see Charles Barkley, living legend, Hall of Famer, I'll go down your throat like Barkley. You see them car keys, you'll never get these, right? Or you got Shaq Diesel, who just dropped this record with Biggie finally. You got Shaq, most dominant player ever. You got Kenny Smith, 2-time champ.